Government of Saskatchewan agreed on August 2021 to join the Government of Canada in building a Canada-wide system of early learning and childcare. The federal government is giving Saskatchewan $1.1 billion over 5 years to increase the supply of affordable, inclusive, high-quality early learning and childcare. The agreement commits the Government of Saskatchewan to cut average parent fees for regulated childcare by 50% by the end of 2022 and to bring average parent fees down to $10 a day by March 31, 2026. The agreement commits the Government of Saskatchewan to more than double the existing number of regulated childcare spaces in the province. Also, federal funding will be used to grow a skilled and well-compensated childcare workforce. Better compensation and working conditions are needed to attract and retain qualified early childhood educators. The quality of programs is determined by the qualifications of staff. Also, Saskatchewan cannot open new childcare programs without more qualified staff. The Canada-wide Early Learning and Childcare Agreement and the transfer of federal funds makes it possible to build a high-quality, universal system of childcare in Saskatchewan. But building such a system will take time, and it requires the right government policy and action. Together, we can advocate for policies that will give all children, all families, and all communities affordable and equitable access to high-quality programs no matter where they live and regardless of their circumstances. Children and families have diverse needs. In order to be inclusive of diverse needs, culturally affirmative options are required for all children, including but not limited to before and after school childcare, non-standard hour childcare, and early learning and childcare that meets the needs of those who require less than full-time or half-time programs. Together, we can advocate for a childcare system built on 4 connecting pillars. The first, honor and respect of the Indigenous early learning and childcare framework. Indigenous children and families must be supported by policies, programs, and services led by Indigenous peoples and rooted in Indigenous knowledges, cultures, and languages. Second, public management of the supply of early learning and childcare. Our provincial government must take responsibility for putting in place directly or indirectly high-quality, regulated services in quality facilities where they are needed and for making services affordable and inclusive of all children. Third, sufficient public funding. Our provincial government must directly provide regulated early learning and childcare programs sufficient funding, including sufficient funding to keep parent fees low, recruit and retain qualified staff, and offer high-quality early learning and childcare. Fourth, public accountability and democratic participation. To ensure culturally affirmative programming for all, including Indigenous and newcomer children and families, and children with special learning needs. Our provincial system of early learning and childcare must be accountable. The provincial government must collect and share data and carry out relevant research so that the system can be improved continuously. Citizens and stakeholders must be given opportunities to help shape the system as it grows. Right now, Saskatchewan does not have a system of early learning and childcare. Instead, we have a patchwork of underfunded programs that are forced to charge high parent fees and pay staff poorly. This has all contributed to staff being undervalued, there being long wait lists for families, and lack of spaces resulting in childcare deserts. Families are not entitled to childcare. The government is not responsible for making sure that it is available or affordable. Saskatchewan can do better. We can make childcare a public, not an individual responsibility. The returns will more than pay the public cost of building a childcare system. Quality childcare supports children and family well-being. Expanding the supply of childcare will create tens of thousands of jobs in early childhood education. When childcare is available and affordable, more parents, especially more mothers, will be able to access the paid labor force. All these things lead to economic growth and economic security. Please join us and help us build the system of early learning and childcare that we all need.